Hi, I'm Barry Silva, also known as Barry the Medical Trader. I'm a retired medical professional and active options trader, and this channel is about calm, practical trading education. No hype, no get quick rich promises. Nothing here is financial advice or trading signals. My goal is to help you slow down, understand what you're doing, and make decisions you can sleep with at night. Today's episode is called the ALARA Mindset, Risk as Low as Reasonably Achievable. Let's get started. Here's what you'll learn today. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through how a medical safety principle called ALARA, which I used in nuclear medicine, applies to your trading. You'll learn what ALARA means in medicine, how to think about risk in your trades using the same mindset, why I don't give trade signals on this channel, and a simple checklist you can run through before you take any position. By the end, my goal is that you'll see risk a little more like a professional and keep it as low as reasonably achievable for your life. What is ALARA? ALARA is a safety principle we used in nuclear medicine, especially around radiation. It stands for as low as reasonably achievable. The idea is simple. You still do the exam and get the information you need, but you keep the risk or the dose to the patient as low as reasonably you can instead of blasting away without thinking about it. That mindset, getting the results you need with the least reasonable risk, is exactly what we're going to borrow for trading. Here's how ALARA shows up in nuclear medicine. First, we reduce time near radiation. The less time you're exposed, the less dose you get. Second, we increase distance from the source. Even a few extra feet can make a big difference in how much radiation reaches you. Third, we use shielding, things like lead apron, lead glasses, and walls to protect people who don't need exposure. The goal is the same and the same information, but with less dose to everyone. Now, let's take that idea of dose and bring it into trading. In trading, your dose is your risk. We still want opportunity and growth. We still want to participate in the market, but we want to do it with controlled, reasonable risk, not random, oversized risk that can damage our account or our life. An ALARA mindset in trading simply asks, how can I keep my risk as low as reasonably achievable and still take this trade? There are four main levers of trading ALARA I want you to remember. Position size. How much you're risking on this one trade. If that number is too big, your dose is too high. Total exposure. How much of your entire account is at risk across all open trades, especially if they're all in the same direction. Leverage and margin. Anytime you're borrowing, your risk is amplified. If you don't fully understand it, that's a huge red flag. And time and trade. How long you're exposed to the risk. The longer you stay in, the more chances the market has to move against you. If any one of these levers is pushed too far and your dose goes up, ALARA is about keeping all four at a level you can live with. This is also why I don't give trade signals on this channel. My goal is to teach you how to trade, not tell you exactly what to buy or sell. Your account size, your goals, and even your stress level are unique to you. What feels like a small, reasonable risk for me might feel completely different in your life. When you simply copy someone else's trade, you're borrowing their risk without really understanding it. That doesn't fit the ALARA mindset. ALARA means you own your decision and they fit your situation. There's a saying, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man a fish, he eats for a lifetime. That's how I think about trading. I'd rather help you learn the skills so you can trade calmly for a lifetime instead of depending on anyone else's trade signals, including mine. I trade inside Silva Trading LLC. I set it up that way on purpose because I want trading to sit in the same category as other serious work in my life, not as a hobby or not as gambling when I'm bored. I treat trading as a business, not as a casino. A casino mindset is all about excitement, big wins, and quick hits. A business mindset is about a steady process, repeatable decisions, and staying in the game for long term. When you see your trading as a business, you naturally slow down, plan more, and respect your risk. Businesses survive by protecting capital, managing risk, and following written rules. They know their numbers, they understand their downside, and they don't have to bet the entire future of the company on one idea. That's the mindset I want you to build over time in your own trading. Treat it like a serious business you want to keep for years, not like one night trip to the casino. Here is a simple ALARA checklist you can run through before you take a trade. First, if I'm wrong, is this loss a nuisance or a real problem? A nuisance might be annoying, but it doesn't change your life. A real problem means the position is too big. Second, how many other trades are open in the same direction? It's easy to accidentally stack 5 trades that all win or lose together. That quietly increases your dose. Third, am I using any leverage or margin I don't fully understand? If the answer is yes, or even I'm not sure, that's a sign to slow down or size down. Fourth, do I know exactly where I will exit if I'm wrong? If you can't answer that before you enter, your emotions will answer it for you later, and that usually doesn't go well. And finally, would future me thank me for taking this trade? If the honest answer is no, that's a trade I'm willing to skip. It's really easy to chase excitement in the market. More trades, more screens, more movement, more dopamine. The problem is, excitement usually comes with hidden risk. The bigger the rush, the easier it is to ignore the position size, exposure, and all the things we just talked about. Calm doesn't always feel exciting in the moment, but calm is what lets you follow your rules, take fewer, better trades, and keep your losses at a level your life can actually handle. I'd rather be a little bored and still be trading 10 years from now than be thrilled today and blow up my account. ALARA is really just permission to slow down, trade less, and focus on quality over quantity. If any of this made you think differently about your risk or brought up questions about your own trades, feel free to leave a comment below. I do read them, and if I see the same themes coming up, I'll build a future episode around them to help you out. In the next episode, we're going to pull these first 14 episodes together into one calm trading framework you can follow step by step before we move on to more detailed order types and trade mechanics. And now we're going into our moment of calm. There's a quote I really like that fits everything we talked about today. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I will learn. My goal with the medical trader is to involve you in thinking and the process, so over time you can trade calmly on your own with risk that fits your life, not anyone else. Thanks for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in that next episode.